When it comes to divorce, it always brings a touch of sadness to those who hear about it. If we look back 20 or 30 years, divorce was a deeply upsetting topic for Chinese people, something they were reluctant to talk about. But young people in China today don't think the same way.
我离婚了。
I'm divorced, but I have no regrets. It wasn't that being single chose me, I chose it. I'd rather be alone than settle. As the saying goes, the only thing worse than being lonely is being with the wrong person.
我离婚了。
I'm divorced and it's a pretty tragic story. We met with butterflies but parted in tears. I gave my all for 10 years, only to walk away with nothing but a hard lesson. If I ever remarry, I won't settle for less again. At the mention of divorce, this woman seemed to be in a good mood. In May 2023, a netizen posted on Chinese social media, a couple in Sichuan finished their divorce procedure. The man waved goodbye to his ex-wife. A roadside camera captured the scene. Ah, the parting is both heartbreaking and sad. One netizen commented, if the divorce is based on mutual consent and no children are involved, this should be seen as a positive step. I wish them a happy life in the future and hope they can cherish the past, even if they can't change it. That helped them grow. According to data compiled by China's Marriage Industry Watch, in the first half of 2024, the number of marriages registered in China was 3.43 million pairs, a decrease of 498,000 pairs compared to 3.928 million pairs during the same period of 2023. In the first half of 2024, the number of divorces registered was 1.274 million pairs, a decrease of 43,000 pairs compared to 1.317 million pairs during the same period of 2023. According to some Chinese media, on February 18, 2024, the first working day after the Lunar New Year, Ms. Wan went to the local Civil Affairs Bureau to register a marriage, only to find a long line at the divorce counter. She noted that there were only 5 couples getting married that day, while about 100 couples were getting divorced. By February 20, 2024, the topic divorce surge at Civil Affairs Bureau had trended on Chinese social media platform Weibo as divorces outnumbered marriages. One user revealed, "My wife works at the Civil Affairs Bureau and she says the number of marriage registrations is far lower than divorce registrations." Another shared, "After the Lunar New Year, it's impossible to even get a spot for divorce and appointments are fully booked. You have to wait at least 5 days." The following video shows the scene of many people lining up to get divorced. Strangely, even monks in China were coming to divorce. There were disputes among people waiting in line about who arrived first, with one person claiming that they had been waiting longer than the other. There are many reasons why young people in China are increasingly hesitant to get married. For males, one of the main issues is the expectation of high bride price and possession of a house and a car by their counterparts before the marriage. However, with the continuous decline of China's economy and rising unemployment, it has become difficult for young people to find well-paying jobs, making it challenging for them to meet these demands. As for divorce, there are equally varied reasons behind it. Some couples split over seemingly trivial matters, such as disagreements over whether to add garlic to lamb soup. Putting aside the rights and wrongs of divorce, one issue that arises is how to deal with shared objects, particularly symbolic items like wedding photos. Couples often take wedding pictures with joy and excitement, but after the divorce, some people find it tricky to figure out what to do with these once cherished photos. This has led to the emergence of a unique industry, the wedding photo disposal business. These companies specialize in destroying framed, carefully mounted wedding photos of various sizes for their clients. The demand for such services has started gaining popularity in China. The following video explains how this unusual industry operates. Some people are forced to destroy their wedding photos, dresses, or other personal items, but it can be difficult to do so. Burning them isn't always an option, especially since many modern wedding photos are printed on acrylic material, which doesn't easily burn. Moreover, cultural taboos in many areas discourage burning photos of living people. Throwing them away isn't ideal either, as some photos are too large for trash bins and leaving them outside can expose personal information. Destroying them at home is difficult too, since not everyone has the right tools like a saw. This is where a unique solution comes in. Customers can send their wedding photos to our company and we will take care of the rest for you. The process is also simple. We will communicate your scenario and requirements before you mail in the photos. Upon receipt, we will unbox, confirm the number of photos with you, and destroy those photos on the same day. The disposal is confidential. Our company always spray paints over the images to obscure people's faces first, then destroys them. The fragments are later sent to a power plant for high-temperature decomposition. The following video demonstrates how this process works. Nowadays, wedding photos are often made from materials like acrylic, crystal glass, wood, and metal frames, things that are fire-resistant and durable. They're built to last, and the bigger and fancier the better. But when you break up or get divorced and those photos are hanging around for 10 years, they start to yellow and look outdated. When it's time to shift or deal with a loved one's past belongings, it's surprisingly hard to dispose of them properly. You can't cut them, smash them, or burn them easily. You could even cause a fire if you are not being careful. Throwing them away secretly still risks exposing your privacy. And for those big wall photos, government recycling rules makes it nearly impossible to dispose of. That's why we offer professional destructive services to handle this issue efficiently and seamlessly. According to Chinese media, a man named Liu Wei from Beijing and his friends have started a niche service called wedding photo destruction. Liu Wei says they began this work in March 2023, and by December 2023, they had destroyed 450 sets of photos over 9 months. Some clients even asked them to destroy entire collections, including wedding shoes, towels, quilts, and cash gift books. Liu Wei mentions that over 70% of their clients are women, typically aged between 24 and 40. The service fee depends on the weight of the photos and range from about $8.32 to $22.41 per set. Alongside wedding photo destruction, another trend is the growing popularity of divorce rings. There used to be a saying, without a diamond ring, a marriage isn't complete. However, diamonds, once symbolized love and marriage, are becoming less popular in today's China. The world's largest diamond producer, South Africa's De Beers, revealed a 21% drop in revenue in the first half yearly report in 2024, with natural rough diamond sales down 22% compared to the previous year. DR diamond rings, marketed with the idea that a man can only have one customized ring in his lifetime, are also struggling. The parent company of DR Rings has optimized 221 stores in the past 15 months, and revenue for the first half of 2024 fell by 40%. In response, the diamond industry has begun offering divorce rings. Unlike wedding rings, which emphasize eternal love, divorce rings focus on showing that a person can move on and live well. Chinese media have conducted field interviews on this trend in Zhengzhou, Henan. I don't want to deceive you or give you any false impressions. This is the divorce ring we sell. You can check it out. We have various price ranges available. If you took a diamond ring as a symbol of love before, then buying a diamond ring for yourself after a divorce can also be a way to mark the start of a new chapter in life. I think this can be a way to commemorate the so-called marriage, so buying one isn't too surprising. It has a certain sense of propriety, doesn't it? A diamond ring doesn't have to be something you buy only when you're with someone. I'd consider buying gold instead. Over the decades, attitudes towards marriage in China have changed significantly. In ancient times, marriage was considered one of the 4 great joys in life. Chinese believed that marriage was a match made in heaven, a union arranged by the gods and destined by fate. However, in modern Chinese society, movies and pop songs often emphasize the pursuit of love, leading to the rise of products like diamond rings, roses, and chocolates. While businesses profit immensely, love seems to have become like instant noodles, easy to come by but just as quickly gone. The Communist Party has systematically altered and destroyed traditional views on marriage over several movements. For instance, during the Cultural Revolution, people engaged in betrayals and denunciations of their spouses as a way to align themselves with the party, leading to numerous tragedies. Also, with the advent of the so-called reform and opening up era, various modern Western ideas began to influence generations of Chinese people. Within marriages, both men and women focus more on calculating benefits. The traditional Chinese values of tolerance, patience, and gratitude between husbands and wives are often forgotten. The impact of modern norms plus increasing financial hardships have contributed to the persistently high divorce rates in China. That's all for today. If you enjoyed our show, please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you for your support, and see you next time.